Hello friends, welcome back. This is Himanshu Verma. In the previous lecture, we learned about single stub matching. But in single stub matching, we always need to change the position of stub for different types of load. And because changing the position of stub is not very easy, that's why we always avoid it. And we won't. In double stub matching, we do not need to change the position of stub. We can match all loads with transmission line just by changing the lengths of the stubs. In double stub matching, this kind of configuration is generally used where this is transmission line with characteristic admittance Y0. This is normalized admittance load YL bar where YL bar is equal to YL upon Y0 because it is normalized with respect to Y0. YL bar is a complex load. Suppose YL bar is equal to Y plus JB. These are two stubs. First stub is put at a distance L1 from the load and second stub is put at a distance 3 lambda by 8 from the first stub, and this length is kept always same for matching of all the loads. These two are short circuit stubs which can provide any reactance value according to our requirement just by changing their lengths. Suppose for matched condition, first stub length is LS1 and it provides a reactance of minus JB1. Second stub length is LS2 and it provides a reactance of minus JB2. Because we are considering normalized load, that's why the impedance would be matched if the normalized admittance seen from here is 1 plus J0. Because 1 plus J0 means the absolute admittance is Y0, which is a perfect matched condition for this line. To get 1 plus J0 just after the second stub, the admittance seen just before the second stub would be 1 plus JB2. Now we come on the load end. Normalized load is equal to Y plus JB. After a movement of L from the load, suppose admittance becomes Y dash plus JB dash. Y dash plus JB dash is the admittance just before the first stub, and just after the first stub, the admittance would be Y dash plus J into B dash minus B1. Up to here, the marking of admittances is very easy to understand. The main transformation is from first stub to second stub. Because the difference between two stubs is 3 lambda by 8, therefore the normalized admittance Y dash plus J into B dash minus B1 should be transformed into 1 plus JB2 after a movement of 3 lambda by 8 away from the load. What is important in this transformation? In this transformation, the real part of admittance at this end should be transformed into 1 after a movement of 3 lambda by 8 away from the load. Now if we see this admittance carefully, the value of imaginary part, that is B dash minus B1, is in our hand because we can manipulate it just by changing the value of B1, and B1 value can be changed just by changing the length of first stub. So this value is in our hand, but this real part Y dash is not in our hand, and we want to convert Y dash into 1 after a movement of 3 lambda by 8 because in Smith chart 3 lambda by 8 is equivalent to 270 degree angle. Therefore, in Smith chart, this transformation indicates whatever the position where this admittance lies in the Smith chart, but after a rotation of 270 degree in clockwise direction, we should fall on Y is equal to 1 circle. Why Y is equal to 1 circle? Because its real part is 1, means conductive part is 1. So in double stub matching, this transformation is very important. Means after a rotation of 270 degree in clockwise direction, we should fall on Y is equal to 1 circle. Now question arises, how we can achieve this situation? Means for every 270 degree rotation, we fall on Y is equal to 1 circle. For this, we make a replica of Y is equal to 1 circle at an angle of 270 degree in anti-clockwise direction. Now anyhow, if this admittance, that is Y dash plus J into B dash minus B1, lie on this rotated version of Y is equal to 1 circle, then after a rotation of 270 degree, we will fall on Y is equal to 1 circle. So now our main goal is to bring this admittance on rotated version of Y is equal to 1 circle. Because once we bring this admittance at rotated Y is equal to 1 circle, then after rotation of 270 degree, we will reach on Y is equal to 1 circle, and then we put a second stub to cancel out the imaginary part of this admittance value, and finally we get input admittance 1 plus J0. Now we make this whole transformation by using Smith chart. This is admittance Smith chart where Y is equal to 0 circle and Y is equal to 1 circle is shown. First of all, we mark the normalized load admittance in the Smith chart. Now we draw a constant VSWR circle and make a rotation of 2 beta L in clockwise direction. Then we reach at this point in the Smith chart. On the transmission line, we have reached just before the first stub. So this point is correspond to y dash plus jb dash. Now after this admittance, we encountered our first stub which provides minus jb1, and just after the stub the admittance is y dash plus j into b dash minus b1. And as we know, this admittance should lie on rotated y is equal to 1 circle. Now how we can ensure that this admittance will lie on rotated y is equal to 1 circle? For this, first of all we draw constant y is equal to y dash circle, because this point is correspond to y dash plus jb dash. So y is equal to y dash circle would be passing from this point. Suppose this is y is equal to y dash circle. On this whole circle, y value will remain same, that is y dash. Now we find intersection point of y is equal to y dash circle with rotated y is equal to 1 circle. For this we get 2 points, this point and this point. We can take any point out of these 2 points. Suppose we take this point. If we compare these 2 points, this point and this point, then from here to here, conductive part remains same as y dash, only reactive part is changing from b dash to b dash minus b1. Now this b dash minus b1 value we can find just by knowing the constant b circle passing from this point. Suppose that value is b double dash, where b double dash is equal to b dash minus b1. Now we know the value of b double dash and b dash. So from here we can find the value of minus b1, and this minus b1 reactance is obtained by first stub. And because this stub provides only reactive part, therefore that value should be marked on y is equal to 0 circle. Suppose this point is correspond to b is equal to minus jb1. Now what would be length of short circuit stub to achieve this reactance? So measure this angle. This angle we can find with the help of Smith chart. Suppose this angle is phi s1. Now we will equate phi s1 is equal to 2 beta ls1, and from here ls1 is equal to phi s1 divided by 2 beta. This is the length of first stub. Now after calculating distance ls1, we again comes to this admittance, which is y dash plus j into b dash minus b1. Now according to our configuration, now we have to move a distance 3 lambda by 8, which is equivalent to an angle 270 degree. For this, we draw a constant VSWR circle for this admittance, and we move in clockwise direction an angle of 270 degree. After a movement of 270 degree, we will surely come on y is equal to 1 circle, and hence the real part of admittance correspond to this point would be 1. Suppose here admittance is 1 plus jb2. For perfect matching, we need admittance seen from here is 1 plus j0. So we will get an equivalent admittance of minus jb2 from this second short circuit stub. And how we can get this? For this, first of all, we have to mark admittance minus jb2 in the Smith chart. How we will find minus jb2 admittance in the Smith chart? For this, take the mirror image of this point. The mirror image of this point is this. As this point is again constant y is equal to 1 circle, only reactive part will change its sign. So the admittance correspond to this point would be 1 minus jb2. Because we need only minus jb2, that's why we will draw a constant b circle, which is equivalent to b is equal to minus b2. That circle would pass from here, and at some location, this circle will touch y is equal to 0 circle. And because this is constant b circle, so throughout this arc, b value will remain same, that is minus jb2. So this point is correspond to 0 minus jb2, which is our required admittance which we want to get from the second short circuit stub. Now what would be the length of second short circuit stub? For this, draw a constant VSWR circle for short circuit point. So this circle itself would be constant VSWR circle. Now measure angle from short circuit to minus jb2. Suppose this angle is phi s2. Now we will equate this angle phi s2 with 2 beta ls2, and in this way ls2 will equal to phi s2 divided by 2 beta. So now we have calculated both lengths, that is ls1 and ls2. After calculating ls1 and ls2, now we get the answer why we have not put the first stub at load end. Why we put this pair of stub at a distance L from the load. The answer for this question is, suppose real part of given normalized load admittance is very large. If this conductive value is very large, then constant y circle will be small, because after marking the load admittance, we move on constant y circle until we reach on rotated y is equal to 1 circle. But if load y value is very large, then circle would be small enough that it will not touch or intersect the rotated constant y is equal to 1 circle. But intersecting rotated constant y is equal to 1 circle is mandatory. Therefore, in the Smith diagram, this is very clear. If any normalized load admittance falls in this region, then we won't able to use double stub matching for that admittance. In this situation, this L distance will solve the purpose. We will choose L length in such a way so that it can take out the load admittance from this shadow region, because once the load come out from this shadow region, then we can use double stub matching technique. So friends, this L distance should be large enough so that it can cover this whole shadow region. If we have chosen L in this way, then after a distance L, the transformed admittance, which is y dash plus jb dash, will never fall in this forbidden region. Friends, we stop here. In the next lecture, we will start waveguides. Please like and share the video and subscribe the channel. If you have any doubt, please ask in comment section. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.